The things that we think are fixed are not. The doors that we thought were closed are actually unlocked. The relationships that we have said are over are still possible. When Jesus rose from the dead, a world that had no space for resurrection at all was turned upside down. Because what we find out within a couple months of Jesus coming back, there are thousands of people who went from not believing in resurrection at all to proclaiming that Jesus had returned, that Jesus had come back from the dead. And they turned their entire lives around in order to live out this truth. They didn't turn their lives around and say, hey, now I'm going to change the words that I say, or I'm going to change the food that I eat or the drink that I take in. That was far too small for them. Instead, they reoriented their entire lives. The very centrifugal force of their entire life was completely different, and they changed history. What this means for you and I is that if we were willing to look at the evidence of the resurrection and say, yes, that's really true, Jesus really came back. What that means for us is that we have life like we never did before. It means that we can live with a radical generosity because what we have here on earth is not all we have. Instead, we believe in Jesus who conquered the grave to provide a way for us to be with him so he can also provide a way for us to live. We can live with extreme hospitality for people who have nothing to give us in return because we believe that Jesus did this for all. And he invited all, no matter their race, their gender, their ethnicity, their language, their tribe, their tongue, their sexuality, that Jesus died for all. And we can live with abundant love for all of those people, even those who have hurt us, because hate doesn't have the final word, because Jesus is alive. The things that we think are fixed are not. The doors that we thought were closed are actually unlocked. The relationships that we have said are over are still possible. That this day we celebrate that things that were done can be undone, that things that are impossible are actually possible because Jesus didn't stay dead, because Jesus rose from the grave.